On a late night in 1898, a man is climbing over the walls of Incheon prison. He is Kim Chang-soo, a man who was sentenced to death for killing Josuke Tsuchida out of belief that this Japanese army lieutenant was involved in the assassination of the Empress of Joseon. This patriotic young man, whose execution was suspended by the emperor just one day before the execution date, pledges to devote his life to the Korean independence movement after his jailbreak, changing his name to Kim Gu. Incheon is the nation's first city to become an open port, the cradle of the Korean independence movement, and the heart of Korea's modern historical development. Shall we follow the traces of the vehement Incheon independence movement left behind by Kim Gu? This site, where Incheon prison used to stand, is the first place that appears in his recollection of that historic day in his journal, 백범일지. After escaping from jail, he succeeded in reaching the beach of Buksongpo, but continued to go around in circles there until dawn, as he was not familiar with the area. After renewing his focus and mustering his strength, and crossing the hill of Hwagedong by using the steeple of Tapdong Cathedral as a signpost, Kim ran down the sloping road leading to temple and finally succeeded in escaping from Incheon. This was the beginning of the groundbreaking milestones of the Korean independence movement. On March 1st, 1919, the March 1st movement broke out in Seoul and soon boiled over to Incheon. This historic location where the March 1st movement in Incheon first took place is still preserved in its original state. Can you hear the thunderous roar of the crowd? International Park in Incheon was the stage where representatives from the 13 provinces gathered to establish a provincial government in Hansong. It was an epoch-making day that marked the first step towards the establishment of the provincial government of the Republic of Korea. It is now called Chayu Park. Incheon is also home to the traces of many overseas Koreans who were important sponsors of the provincial government. These people had departed for foreign lands on ships from Incheon port, harboring indescribable sorrow. After the March 1st movement, Kim Gu exiled himself to Shanghai and emerged as the leader of the Korean independence movement. Then in August 1945, after Korea's long-awaited liberation from Japanese rule, Kim Gu returned to Incheon from Shanghai and expressed deep gratitude to the citizens of Incheon for their generous help during his periods of imprisonment. Incheon came to enjoy great economic prosperity as a leading modern city, but also retains the bitter memories of being the site of foreign settlements occupied and controlled by world powers. The passion of independence activists and the traces they left behind have been kept alive as part of Incheon's cultural legacy, serving as momentum for creating a better future for Korea. 2019 marks the 100th anniversary of the March 1st movement and the establishment of the provincial government of the Republic of Korea. Why not celebrate the milestone by exploring Incheon, the very stage of the Korean independence movement?